Hello everyone. Since update 1.4, the Stealth Chopper's 30mm cannon has been nerfed quite heavily in that it overheats quite quickly, so you can't just spam in perpetuity anymore, unfortunately. This means that the heavy machine gun is a more viable option now than it used to be over the 30mm cannon, but still the 30mm cannon is better at killing ground targets and the heavy machine gun is still a lot better at killing air targets. Now, if you are going to use the 30mm cannon, which I generally still do, and it is still possible to get hundreds of kills with it, you need to be a lot more accurate than you were in the past. So when you're using the 30mm cannon, you have to really aim for a specific target, one at a time. Now, because the cannon overheats a lot faster, it's good to take the TOW missile launcher as your secondary, because you can just fire that and then switch to your 30mm cannon and blast people while you're guiding the missile in. So it's important to get good at using the TOW missile launcher and bombs now, because you can't just spam everything down with the 30mm cannon. So I usually start off fights by firing the TOW missile launcher. If it misses, it doesn't matter. You just swap to the cannons anyway. It does take a bit of practice to get good with the TOW. And if you hit with the TOW, it means you don't have to be as accurate with your bombs. Remember that when you're bombing, you need to keep the crosshair steady on your target as you're dropping the bombs. If your target's moving though, you need to have the crosshair on where they will be when the bombs hit the ground. If the target is a moving condor or something like that, then you also have to keep in mind the path which the bombs will follow sometimes as well. Your HUD will tell you the direction from which a hack, lock-on or missile is coming from, relative to the direction you're looking, and it doesn't give you any information as to the level of elevation of your attacker. Okay, so it's in front of us now. Yeah, we can see it. So again, it doesn't tell us whether it's above or below us. Okay, in front of us. And we can see it being launched at us. So now we can kill them. In front of us. Oh, it's below us. We can see the missile coming. Okay, somewhere in front of us, but it's below us. We could see the launch. Now we can kill him. That'll teach him. Okay, to our right. There it is. Okay, in front of us now. There it is. Okay, to our right. And it's a wildcat. Be careful of parachuters as well, because they can be an annoying source of missiles and lock-ons. The 30mm cannon is a lot worse at killing air targets than it used to be, especially compared to the heavy machine gun. But often you will have to fight air targets with it. The issue is that because it overheats so quickly, fights can get quite derpy with it. So you need to really be careful of the overheat, and you have to try and dodge a lot more while you're waiting for it to cool down. You have to really try and hit with all your shots. And you have to try and outmaneuver the guy you're fighting. Especially if they're using the heavy machine gun. And try to use your gunner as much as possible. So make sure you're high enough, your nose is pointing up high enough so that they can shoot as well. Now fighting hinds is a much less attractive prospect now with the overheat, so often you'll just have to run away unless you're in a really favourable position. If you want to stay alive the whole game in the stealth chopper, it's important not to use your flares unless you really have to. So you should only use your flares when you can't get to cover, and cover should always be close by, and you should be moving at enough speed so that you can get to cover quickly. If, however, you can't get to cover, then you need to flare the second the hack starts, okay? Otherwise, it will get cancelled. By flaring here, we gain a few seconds of protection to get into cover before the guys with stingers can lock on to you. And remember that being in stealth mode is no defense against the hack stinger combo, so you need to have flares ready. Anyway, good day everyone, and oh yeah, like and subscribe.